DRC government rejected or refused to put into place the commitments, Washington commitments of June 27th. And recently we heard that you may meet with Congolese president in the USA. If true, what should we expect regarding the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo peace and Rwanda in particular? Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm sure you are familiar with these stories where people may say one thing and do a different thing altogether. And sometimes it even becomes a pattern for some people to just not do what they have said they are committed to doing. And that is the characteristic of the situation you have with the DRC. The good thing is it's always in the open, it's in public. You don't have to explain much. If they were doing it quietly, people would get confused and start saying that maybe others are actually responsible for all that they are seeing. But the good thing, they come out and say it. They agree one thing in Washington or even in Doha, and that is made public. Then the next day or week, someone says, no, we are not going to do this and this until something else is done. And even when what they are referring to has also been under discussion. And whether in your mind you agreed or not, what has come out of you, if it's on record, you definitely have a problem explaining why you would agree one thing in the room, and then when you are out in speaking to the media or to whoever, you say a completely different thing, or even renege on what you actually said you are going to do. So that is one part of it. But somehow we've been limping through this all the way. Some things done, others not, others half. And now maybe possibly with the time taken and effort, we will find ourselves in Washington, which I should have started with. I think the fact that there is even a possibility of meeting in Washington and discussing or agreeing or signing anything is a good effort. For all the years before, we haven't had anything like that. We have had people come visit us, visit Rwanda and Congo, and rush to the UN and the Security Council and make decisions and make announcements and pass resolutions. That's why in the first years we spent a lot of time on that without really having anything tangible in place. I think this process or the two processes, one in Washington, another in Doha, but talking about Washington, it's a good step in the right direction. Whether we arrive at a decisive moment that gives us a clear possibility and optimism that we are near finding lasting peace and so on. Yeah, it's something we can still continue can still continue to hope for and work towards. But at least there is that possibility, there is that framework that is in place. And the Trump administration seems to have done their best. You know, some of these processes will not work, not just because we are meeting in Washington or the powerful United States is involved. Yes, they have a big role to play. It's what I was praising them for, having made a huge effort. But until those people concerned directly, they themselves want and commit to achieve the end result, which is stability, peace, and security for all that needed, even the most powerful will remain wondering which way to go, or frustrated, if you will. So the onus is on us, mainly the people, the leaders, DRC, Rwanda, and others in the region. You know, Washington took over this when there were also other efforts underway. I'm sure maybe one of you will be asking, or you yourself had it on mind but didn't raise it. You would be asking, what is the East African SADC process? Because they were there. Or the AU, or whatever. That speaks volumes. And the reality is the knot is tied in one place. That these problems are happening in Congo, but it seems the leaders don't care or don't know, or they have refused to take responsibility. They just keep daydreaming and talking about all kinds of things, and whenever they've gone all places, the only thing they know how is to keep asking sanctions for Rwanda, sanctions for Rwanda. Okay, but if you sanction Rwanda, how does it solve your problem? How does it solve your mismanagement of your counter affairs? How does it give citizenship rights to the people who have been complaining for decades and have had to take arms and fight you? How does it solve the problem of you having to import mercenaries to come and ask and fight for you? How does it do that? I mean, you know, people should really see things for what they are, and you may hear so many stories about different things, but you also have the ability to see through all that and make your own judgment. So, summary of so much I have said, I'm always optimistic, always hope there is a chance another day and the following day, but I remain prepared to take care of the business I have to take care of.